How are we doing, guys? Moose here, back for episode 99. It's one away from that big triple-digit 100, but we are back. Episode 99 is massive. Been on a good run of form of late, of course, smashing Swansea, smashing Manchester United away at Old Trafford. Big turn of events, and hopefully we can continue that run of form as Everton pay us a visit. Of course, Everton, who did bring in Stewart Downing, one of our talismans from the first two seasons. He's really just been out of sorts here in season 3, so we did let him go for about $3 million, 2.7 to be exact. So he's away to mid-table Everton. They're not challenging us any way, shape, or form, but we are just 2 points off the top of the league. So if we can continue our massive form, we may see ourselves atop the Premier League leaderboard. But we're putting out a phenomenal side, pretty much one of the best sides we could play. Grenier's been put on the bench here with Oxlade-Chamberlain. That cam role is a real difference, but we have Pastore, Rafa, Dybala, Sturridge, Delph. What a team we're running out. Marquinhos with his second game in the Premier League as well. Against a strong Everton side. Barkley's a player I'd love to bring in. I've had my eye on him for quite a while, and he was actually suggested to me as well. Lukaku, who we were in for earlier in the transfer window. So some good quality players. Begovic in goal as well. We're looking to make a mug of him as Oxlade-Chamberlain shows off some lovely skill. Great pace. Nice little ball roll. Eventually finesses it towards the top corner, but it's a good save by the keeper Begovic. And we'll create another chance here just in the 8th minute. Pastore whip in. Down Sturridge! Danny Sturridge, he gets a head on, and just like that, 1-0 to the Cockney boys. 1-0, West Ham United. Come on, you Iron. Beautiful finish. Pastore, the former Paris Saint-Germain man, linking up with Paris Saint-Germain man. Yeah, he does sound a little bit redundant there, but either way, it's a beautiful goal. How about that? Daniel Sturridge, he's got a noggin, and he knows how to use it. It's a beautiful finish. Bang, right off that forehead. He's got the biggest forehead in the league. He puts it in. You can see David De Gea, our Spanish sensation that we have in goal, reminding us of another Spaniard we had before, Adrian. May his West Ham FIFA career rest in peace, of course, because he has moved on from us, but he is a phenomenal goalkeeper as De Gea, and he's not tested there on that strike by Lukaku, but we are going to come forward again, taking on that Everton backline with Oxlade-Chamberlain's pace, linking up with Pastore. He's done so well, and it's a good save by Asmir Begovic to keep us on. We are running all over them. There must be train tracks down Everton's back because we are dominant right now. Another good chance here is Jenkinson lays the ball into Daniel Sturridge from a corner. Outside to Oxlade-Chamberlain. The Arsenal man plays the ball into Aaron Cresswell, the best player in our team. Gareth Cresswell, he lays it in. Daniel Sturridge! He's got another header. Danny Sturridge. Do the Sturridge dance. Do the Sturridge dance. Do the Sturridge dance. What a finish. He looks just as good with his head as he is with his feet, and he is scoring goals for absolute fun. Daniel Sturridge, beautiful finish. Begovic doesn't react there. You wonder what he's doing, but Daniel Sturridge, now I think he has, 5 goals in his, first 3 games here with us at West Ham United. My goodness, what a player he's turning out to be, and that is a beautiful, beautiful finish from Daniel Sturridge. He's already put in 4 in the Premier League for us in 2 games. 2 games! So he's tearing it up, and it's led to our absolute resurgence to the top of the table, and we are just dominant, clicking on all cylinders, and it's just unbelievable scenes right now. De Gea does really well to make a save there late in the first half, and Cresswell, this is drastic, people. Rafa gets on the ball, but Cresswell has stayed down. Huge news as Aaron Cresswell has stayed down. He's been given the captain's armband with Tompkins being pushed out of the team. Cresswell's our new captain. He's the vice captain right now behind James Tompkins because Noble just really isn't in the lineup anymore, and Cresswell does have to come out substitution-wise. We don't have any fullbacks on the bench, and so Jordan Ives going to have to come in and do a job for us at left back for the final half an hour. It's drastic change that we've had to make, and we've been able to hold on. We'll see what happens to Cresswell in terms of the injury report, but thankfully we've been able to hold on for a few moments here. We've brought on a couple substitutions. Wickham coming on. We're resting some boys. Dybala into Oxlade-Chamberlain, creates fake shot, beats McCarthy, makes a space. Oxlade-Chamberlain! What a beautiful finish from the Ox. He loves it. The West Ham fans love it. They are going absolutely mental, and I don't think Upton Park had any idea that this is what they'd be on hand for here in January. Late January, early February, I should say. We're in February now, and what a turn of events. It's not the doldrums, not the snowy type of play you've been expecting. This is fire. We are melting any kind of snow we might encounter because we are hot right now. This team is on fire, and we are taking so much advantage. Connor Wickham adds insult to injury. Dybala with a low whipped-in cross, and Wickham all he has to do is tap it in. Beautiful finish. from the former Sunderland man, and we are firing on all cylinders. Like I said, beautiful finish from Wickham, ball in from Dybala just before he's clattered by Begovic. Begovic says, if you're going to score, I'm going to destroy your knees. But Wickham doesn't care. He knees Begovic in the head. Begovic is knocked silly, and he might as well be. He's given up 4 goals. What a mug. But what a finish. Dybala celebrates, and it's a 4-0 victory. A famous victory over Everton, and it is massive. Barkley, you might be with us next season, son. I'd love to bring him in. We could use a backup center attacking midfielder, and he would be phenomenal. But it was 100% domination, 59% possession, more shots, more goals, 3 points in the bag. Man of the match for me was Pastore. He dominated midfield, completely carried the team, and he actually won man of the match from FIFA. So I guess they agree with me. Oxlade-Chamberlain does get 2 points, in my opinion, for man of the match voting. 1 point goes to Carl Jenkinson, who I thought cleaned up very, very well at the back. So that's a monumental victory for us. And look at the table. It's put us on top of the table with 13 games to go. Unlucky number 13. But 25 games played, and we are 1 point clear of Manchester City, Chelsea, and Arsenal, though, nipping at our heels. So teams will have to watch out for. And we hear back from the board. You're right. You are acknowledging my dedication because I am wheeling and dealing for this team. But, oh, my God. Cresswell. 2 months out, and that is a huge, huge injury because he's been arguably one of our best players, if not our best player, over the duration of this career mode, and he scored some wonderful goals for us. This is a horrible, horrible thing to have to deal with. Now we are going to see, can Jordan Obita show off the kind of skill that, you know, his rating demands. He's 75 or 76 overall already, and he barely plays. He's played, 6-7 games a season for us, and he is growing like a weed. You can see 75 overall, so he's into the team against Burnley. We've significantly rotated the team, knowing that we will have Barcelona, the legendary team, as we're the Barcelona of East London, but we'll have the real Barcelona of Barcelona in our next match in episode 100. It's going to be massive. But before we have that game, we have to do the business against Burnley, who are in the relegation places, so they're going to be fighting and clawing for their lives to be able to try and get back out of those places and stay in the Premier League for another season. But you can see we've rotated the team. Young guys like Pratley, Barber coming in, getting a game. Rabiot into the line. Grenier been reinstated in the starting line. But we do have Wickham and Sturridge, our top 2 strikers, still in the team. I want to play them for probably the first 50, 60 minutes just to try and put the game to bed if we can, and then we'll rest them for that Barcelona game, which is in 3 days' time. So that's massive. You can see Burnley are without Danny Ings, but they have some good players. Trippier's very good. Boyd's solid. Sordell and Vogt's decent strikers. So some guys we will still have to watch out for. And honestly, despite us having this first highlight here, Burnley had the better of the game. It was one of those games that the first 30 minutes you're like, this is a horrendous, horrendous game. It's a stalemate. Burnley just defending so solidly, keeping their shape very well. We couldn't break them down. Not a lot of movement from our team. You can see they're holding their line well defensively. And honestly, they had the better of the play for the first half hour, though we do have these first 2 highlights here in the 17th minute. Sturridge on the ball, tries to whip it in, looking for the head of Connor Wickham, but he doesn't get any power on, and it's back to Tom Heaton. And like I said, Burnley in that 30th minute end up on the ball with Kieran Trippier ranging forward on the right-hand side, whips it into Vokes. His shot comes off the post, Sordell to the back post, and he puts home the rebound. When Burnley, it's a deserved goal, I have to say. It's not something that you've seen because you haven't gotten the full highlights, but they were better than us for the first 30 minutes. I thought we were just a little too open at the back, and we did pay for it here in the 31st minute. Sordell with a really solid goal, and just like that, we're behind the 8 ball. This was a game we wanted to go up 2-3-0 as soon as we could, and we could just park the bus and rest the boys for that Barcelona game. But now we're going to have to do some work, and it's a great ball in the 37th minute into Daniel Sturridge. Floats in, looking for Wickham. He goes for the spectacular, and he gets nothing. It's a good effort, Connor, but not into the back of the net, though we do have another chance here just minutes later. Wickham on the ball into Daniel Sturridge after whipping the ball through. Sturridge beats a man, comes in, he finesses. Oh, it's an ugly finesse, but it's in the back of the net. Daniel Sturridge, it's like clockwork. He's scoring goals for fun. Like absolute clockwork. You can count on him, just like you can count on that bell to ring at noon. Ding, 12 chimes. You can count on Daniel Sturridge to score in a Premier League game for us, because in every game he's played for us, that is a wonderful finish. He just finesses it right into the corner. It's not the prettiest finesse. I took the finesse and I went, ooh, not the greatest, but it's in the back of the net regardless. Of a phenomenal goal. Daniel Sturridge has been the most clutch player we've had to work with in the last 4 games. He's been unbelievable since coming into the team. He's loving life in London. You can tell he is, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing to have him into the team and creating so much havoc for us offensively. Grenier with a really good chance in stoppage time in the first half, but he's unfortunately stopped by Tom Heaton. Burnley, though, on the attack in the 47th minute, forced De Gea into a good save with his feet to keep things on level terms in the 49th minute. But this is a beautiful chance here. Keontae out to Connor Wickham. He lays it just around the defender to make some space for himself, and Heaton does very, very well to stop the ball. We do have the ensuing corner, though, in the 50th minute. Grenier to whip it in. Tries to find Connor Wickham. It's down. It's cleared off the line. Rabiot, he can finish it. No, it's cleared by Jones. What a chance. A phenomenal chance, and we're not able to break that stalemate as of yet. But Burnley coming forward. 52nd minute. They float the ball towards George Boyd at the back post. Heads it into Vokes. Shot blocked phenomenally. Look at Scott Barber. He's a monster making a block there. Creating some more space. Burnley laid off. Lucas Jukovic come on for the injured Swordell, and he's stopped by De Gea. And now this is the most beautiful passing move I think I may have ever made in FIFA. Pratley to Sturridge to Clement Grenier. He's found Rabiot. We're just coming forward with so much numbers. Rabiot over the top. Daniel Sturridge lays it back. Obita whips it in. Keontae is all alone. Oh, Tom Heaton, what a save. Keontae can't believe it. He falls to the floor in just absolute shock and awe. It's right at Heaton, you have to say, but he makes a phenomenal save either way. Though from the corner here, we get on the ball. Clement Grenier to whip it in. We're sending players towards the front of the goal. Wickham's header is cleared away, but Tompkins, the captain, the skipper, James Tompkins, puts the ball in the back of the net, and that is the decisive goal we needed in the 60th minute to give us a little bit of breathing room. We can't afford to waste a 3-point game against a bottom feeder at home when we're this close to the end of the season. We're trying to finish as high as we can, and that is a striker's finish from James Tompkins. Great side-footed into the back of the net. Heaton gets just a piece, but not enough to keep it out of the back of the net, and we're back in front 2-1. We are playing phenomenally. You can see we're creating the better of the chances, and we finally do get that goal that we deserve. But Burnley, can they nick one? You can see the foul count's very good. It's a nice bit of play. And De Gea with a lovely save to keep the ball at the back of the net. He's in great form. 8 saves from the former Manchester United keeper. And we're coming forward now. Adrian Rabiot, 90th minute now. One more chance. Obita, a little bit of long ball over the top to Jordan. We're playing direct. Rodriguez, who's come on as a substitute. And the youngsters link up. Obita to Ibe, to Rodriguez, and Rodriguez, he's not been in the best of form. He's found it hard to break into the team. Even new boy Jordan Ibe's played more than him of late, but that is a huge goal. 3-1 gives us the lead, and that has to be the decider. And this is the form we've been in since making those transfers, since that 4-1 drubbing that we took to Newcastle. We lost 4-1 in the second leg of the Capital One Cup semifinal. We've won 4 games on the trot, scored 14 goals, and only conceded 4. 4-2 against Manchester United, 4-1 against Swansea in the Cup, 4-0 against Everton, now 3-1 against Burnley, and we are in the best form we could possibly hope for heading into a huge game against Barcelona. What a turn of events here, and we'll have them at home, so the Upton Park faithful is going to be rewarded with a massive game against Barcelona. For me, man of the match in this game was James Tompkins. Scored a goal, dominated play, 14 shots for us. 2 points in terms of my man of the match. One goes to Scott Barber, and 1 point goes to Jordan Obita, who played very well filling in for the injured Cresswell. But that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. Like, subscribe to the video if you did enjoy it, and if you can't wait for episode 100, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it, and we'll see you guys in that big episode. Have fun. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.